What's the lesson learned today? Always expect the unexpected. So what do I mean by this? In our industry, what happens quite often is that you plan everything, you get everything set up, like the room set up, and then last minute there's a cancellation. Now most of the time it's a cancellation just because of just world circumstances. The pandemic was a great example, but this one was just a different thing. I wasn't annoyed because he's a regular client of ours who's been working with us for over 2 years. But I had decided that I'd start this video blog and a video blog series on our YouTube channel called Beyond the Lens. And I thought, do I carry on? Do I still do the video blog? And I thought, yeah, why not? Because, mainly because I want to give you guys an insight into the production of like a video show, a chat show, a podcast. This one is a show. And it's with a networking company, the ONLE network, so shout out to you guys. And we want to sort of like show what goes on behind the scenes. And obviously I wanted to get a good old chat with the guys. That hasn't happened, but we can still tell you about it. But before we do, I want to just explain why we're doing this video series. We have quite a lot of customers. We are quite busy, which is obviously fantastic. But we want to lift the veil, I can't say it properly. What goes behind, what goes beyond the lens or behind the camera, in this case. So, for today's subject is the ONLE network and their show. But let's circle back. Let's circle back to, crikey, about 1.5 years ago when they started working with us. James at ONLE approached me and they wanted to start a podcast series to put out online so that people can get value from what they do, and also to get on their audio platforms for the podcast side of things. And they would have guests on board. I featured on it to start off with and have featured on it recently. And it's developed over the time. We've learned a lot. I've learned a lot as a business during that time. They've learned a lot. But it's a great showcase for the group, for the members. And that is why they do this on a regular monthly basis with us here in the studio. So what do? We obviously have a setup. Now we're going to flash up a time lapse of Rob and I setting up this room for the show, which is the first part of it. And we have a 3 camera setup. So you have a wide for capturing everybody in the room. And on this particular wide, we actually showed the microphones, show a bit of the behind the scenes creeping in, which we think makes it a little bit more interesting. We have a main camera to the host, which is Kelly and James. Then we have a camera to the guest as well. Then we place microphones above them. Now we use overhead microphones rather than a lav microphone, which would sit here. And we chose this because it's just easier to set up. At the end of the day, you don't have to wait for your client to arrive, then put all the connections in and the transmitter in behind. And if you've got something or some rustling going on, or you've got long hair, it can interfere with the microphone. So we use overhead microphones for that. And then of course we have to stage the scene. We've got to create this sort of relaxed show vibe, hence why we have a sofa, then we have a little armchair, that's sort of the same armchair, well, it is the same armchair I'm sat on right now. And we add some plants, some lighting to create a real atmosphere behind it. And then we have the wide angle, which I mentioned at the start. And this is actually on a slider, which goes back and forth, creates a bit of movement. It just sort of breaks up the scene and brings it all together. Now, as you can see, if you're still watching, you're still engaged with me. In fact, this is sort of my first video blog, and you'd think I'd be used to being in front of the camera. But it's quite a different thing talking to the camera about what we're doing, especially when things have changed. That's why you always have to expect the unexpected. This happens all the time in the type of video work we do. You've always got to expect turning up, the client either changes something or the room's not big enough, or you've got to contend with an echo or interference. It sort of like goes part and parcel with what we do here. Now I'm actually on my own in the studio today. Rob's got a rare day off, who works with me. If you don't know him, I'll leave his contact details below. He's the one you quickly spotted in the time lapse of the setup for the ONLE show. And I think I find it a little bit more nervous not having him here behind the camera. I feel like I'm talking to the camera, and it's some of the things in which I know you guys, whenever you've had to do some sort of filming yourselves, whether you're using your phone or using a professional service, it is quite intimidating. But like myself at the moment, I'm reminding myself that I am talking to you guys. I know I've digressed off the subject of what this video blog is, but I want you to see the journey I'm on as we bring out more of these video blogs. We've got 15 planned, and we're filming, I think, 4 or 5 next week. And what we're going to do is plan to film these video blogs as we're filming with the clients, and show you a bit of an insight into how we operate. And that's so that just in case you're feeling nervous and you want some videos, but actually the confidence is putting you off, you can see what goes on behind the scenes. You can see what we're like. We can see that Rob and I don't take ourselves too seriously. We're going to London, and we've got to get in the car. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot something. Right. Rob, you got all the gear packed?
No.
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm here with Rob in the office. Rob, hey! Yeah, Rob, say, come on.
Oh, sorry, what's Paul say? What's Paul say?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you've got any questions, of course, on what it's like to work with us, feel free to fire me an email, comment below. These videos are mainly for YouTube. We will be obviously posting them on other platforms and some snippets. So please like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell to get the notification, and help us grow our channel. Thank you for watching, and catch you again soon. Bye-bye. I don't have a cheesy ending like all those other YouTubers where they put a hat over it or put their hand in front or anything like that. I'm sure I'll come up with some silly thing at some point. Anyway, take care. I forgot to drink my tea. And I was going to have a little cool bit in it about a parcel turning up. I was going to stage it. Didn't do that. Because that's not natural. It was meant to be natural. I'm just talking to myself.